how do you explain some of the plays, I guess, without, I know you don't want to trash guys right now, but just some guys that make good plays. How do you explain that?
I think, as we mentioned earlier on the show, that, positive things kind of can compound and really kind of get you on a roll and can generate a lot of positive things. I think, conversely, on the other end, and this is part of the indoor game, is that negative effects can sometimes compound and you kind of, again, they just snowball. And right now, we're struggling with when in the flow of play. So someone makes, a bad decision, makes a bad play. The next person in line to maybe make a play, they tend to, compound the problem even more, and so they're not being as sharp as they need to be. And I think it just continues the dominoes just start falling, and I think that's you see it in sports all the time that sometimes some days you just kind of feel like the bad news bears and nothing's going to really kind of tip your way. And that's, I think, honestly, the biggest thing that we're going to have to battle right now is that mental battle right now, because again, you see, we had some good stretches there where we had some positive things start going our way. We started getting some of those bounces, and we start, so I think a lot of times, you can, I don't really know if you're lucky, maybe, but I think you make your own luck a lot of times by the work and just making some good decisions, and good things will start flowing your way. And so I think that's probably the hardest intangible to really coach or to direct is some of those things. And we have two options. The season's going to continue on, whether we want to or not. The season's going to continue on, so we have a choice to either lick our wounds and show back up the next game and ready to work and ready to prepare and ready to get better, or we're going to fall back. And I think that it's a good test of character. Obviously, for myself as a coach, you're discouraged and disheartened. And right now we're on pace for 400 points. We've averaged 20 points against the game as a defender. Me personally, I take a lot of pride in those things, and so it's a very humbling, dare I even say, kind of an embarrassing thing, I think, as a club.
Yeah. Is it good to have 2 weeks, or is it kind of stink that you got to sit on it? 2 weeks to get a couple guys healthy, including where but you got to sit on it for 2 weeks too.
Yeah, from a player standpoint, when I was there not too long ago, this is awful because you have to think about it for a couple weeks. I would say from this, on this side of it now as a coach, you kind of welcome that and say, okay, here's a chance that we can really sit down and digest some information, really get really critical, and take time to really analyze some stuff and get better at it. We had a short preseason, so it's almost kind of like a second preseason for us.
No, and I didn't